All right, live over here. I'm just waiting to see how Twitch is showing, then we can start drawing. Um, let's see. Twitch is showing vertical. Perfect. All right, cool. I can get rid of that. Showing the right way. Now, let's set up TikTok. All right, we live. Let's do this. We got most of the shading done. There's still obviously going to be some adjustments made right now, but we get to do some detailing today. We're going to be working mostly with eraser, and then we're going to start using the graphite pencil again. The main one that I'm using today is to, again, the woodless graphite. And let me see. Yeah, this one's mainly going to be to bring out more darks. And then the erasers, we're going to use kneaded eraser, regular kneaded eraser. Let's see, regular kneaded eraser. And this one for more harsh contrasts. And that's what we're doing today. So I'm going to get straight to this. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? This is where we left off. I'm not sure this is the exact spot I want this, but I'm going to leave that for now. Let's pull this out also, just to get ready. Let me see. We'll go. We're going to go this. Actually, we're going to start with this pencil. So I was looking at the picture. I'm going to have to lighten this part from here down. And then obviously when I add the eyebrow, it's going to even this out. I'm going to do that just so it stops distracting me. Cool. So here we go. What's going on, Frozone? Great name. Great name. Great name. What's going on? You pink too much? All right, I'm going to dull this down here under the eyes because I went a little bit low with the dark shade. So we're going to get this bottom part of the eye here before we start putting in actual details. I still want to get all the tones correct. So we're getting rid of that. A little bit over here. And we're about to start putting in some detail so we can actually start seeing what I'm, or so you guys can actually start seeing what I'm doing here. It's been focused strictly on the darks. What's going on, Brooke? What's going on, Uncle Crazy? Nat504, what up? So now we're going to start getting this in. Chelsea, how you doing? Still playing with the lights and the darks, getting my tones in, getting ready. If you guys can hit the like, that would be phenomenal for the algorithm. It shares upcoming lives and lets TikTok know and YouTube know that it's worth watching. And they're almost getting ready to get into details. So we got squinting right now, but not fully, just so I can get my positioning correctly. Because we got almost all the tones done. What's going on? Herblade? I think it's Herblade. Ryan, what's up? We are almost here. This is fine. I'm good. I'm good with the darks. I'm good with the lights. There's going to be some lights being brought out, but we're going to get in right now and start with this eye. I'm going to start here. Let's move up a little. Let's start here. What's up, AM17? Life is beautifully made. C Queen, how you guys doing? You guys can hit like on the way in. That would be phenomenal. Scott, what's up, man? So we got all of our tones out of the way. Now we're just focusing on the actual drawing again. Well, not again. For the first time, I'm actually working on the drawing. Then you guys can stop thinking that this is a scary drawing. Because it really isn't. So now I'm drawing on top of my shades that I already had ready. What's up, Aprecia Lee Stewart, Jose, grow with me, Anissa, Sunbro. Says if this feels like I'm going too low. Feels like I'm starting too low. Move up a little bit, just a little bit. Let's start up here. We're gonna start up here. So because we have all of our undertones ready, this is gonna be much, much easier to do. Phone just started ringing, sorry. Michael Hoyt, what's up? See this sign, Luis or Lewis, Blue Lagoon. How's everybody doing? Thank you guys so much for stopping in. Trying to see if I'm at the right height. That's the only thing I'm worried about right now. Because if that's right, we're good. Carla Berry, hello, hello, hello. Esteban, Donnie, how you guys doing? We are, it feels like we're at the right height. Once we start doing this, we'll get we're gonna come down to here. Yeah, we're here. You guys probably can't see that very well, but this is where we're at. Next one's gonna start right about here. The good thing about having all of my tones done, I can just literally do this and adjust where I'm clocked in at. So Eric, what's up? Hydro, Joe, Nay, Nisi. I think it says Nisi. Nisi Life, Nice Life. No, it's not nice. Will, what's up, man? So we started this one a little bit different than we did the charcoal. We started this one with all of our shading and highs, and now we're bringing in we're actually doing the drawing. This is too off. This is too low. It's not long enough this way. We're using graphite. Connie, how you doing? Eldorado Candy, C1G. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, everybody? All right. So I'm still using right now. I'm just looking. I'm squinting to see if I'm over far enough. Doesn't feel like I am. So I might get ready to move this a little bit further over. It could be this side. Get rid of all that. Move over. Move over just a little bit. All natural, Damo, Meggie. What's going on, everybody? Straight across. Come up on the end. All right, I think I'm better here. This is better. Simply Denise, firefighters, what's going on? How you guys doing? How's everybody doing today? Simply Denise. Thank you for the follow, Simply Denise. I appreciate you. All right, so now I'm looking at my reference. a little bit further. So I need to come further over. Still. We're still moving over. Auntie J, what's going on? Thank you, thank you, thank you, Miss Cynthia Denise. I'm moving over even more. Let's come back this way. Even more. We're going to start here instead. This is another benefit of starting the way that I did is I'm not really erasing. I'm just getting rid of it like this. And then when I'm ready, I can start erasing inside the eyes. All right. Feel better about this. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Miss Auntie. I think I'm ready. This is actually throwing me off. Let me get rid of that right now since I don't need it yet. I'm not going to get rid of it all the way. I'm just going to tone it down. It's so now we can come out here. Okay, we're good. This is good. How you doing, Coco? What's up? Thank you guys for the shares. Thank you guys. Keep hitting like. Again, that just keeps me in the algorithm. Lets people know that this is interesting enough to check out. We're good. This one was correct. All this is correct. I'm gonna tone some of this down and bring this all. This is all probably gonna come down a little bit. Maybe a centimeter or so. So we can start bringing this in. Now the real fun starts. I don't want to get too bright here, but we're going to come in. We're actually drawing with the eraser. I essentially did everything backwards. We started with just the shading. In the next live, we did all the highlights, and now we're coming in, erasing to where we want to get. I don't want to press too hard because it'll get too bright. There's one spot here that I can, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait on that. I'm not ready to get the full iris here. There's going to be a lot more detail in here. We're just getting the shades. What's up, Jeffrey? We're just drawing with the eraser right now. Being careful I don't press too hard, because if you press too hard, you get a really harsh white. I don't want to do that, not yet. Not here, because the tones also have to match my reference. So we're just erasing away. Being very careful here. It's just hard to, if you erase too hard, it's hard to get all those undertones that I worked for to get them back. So if you're thinking, why not just hit the eraser? That's why. I don't want it to be too harsh. I'm still matching all the tones that from all this stuff still needs to stay consistent. What's up, not worth it? So here we can come in a little bit harsher underneath the eye. This is graphite. This is not charcoal. That's why it's not darker. To answer your question, Riri. But I will be getting darker. Just where I am right now in the drawing, I'm not going to. Yeah, if it was charcoal, it'd be really dark. But even with charcoal, the reason I prefer pencil or graphite with women, when I'm drawing women, I like them to be softer. So even though this looks dark, and people were saying it looks haunted, it's it's actually lighter than a charcoal drawing, which is my preference. I prefer lighter tones, gray, way more grays than dark, dark, dark black. I do both, but I prefer lighter. Levi or Levy, what's up? We're just pulling from what we already have here. This is a kneaded eraser if you haven't used one of these. A movie called Us. I don't know what that is. All right, so let's skip some. It's a harsh line here. Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen it. There's a harsh here. So here it's going to be a little bit lighter than everywhere else. From here down, it's lighter than the rest. Get lighter under here. Still go lighter down here. bit under here. This is still too dark. Need this lightened up. Because it kind of fades into right here. Same thing without here. We can get lighter out here. What's up, Miss Rachel? How you doing? Hello, Miss Nicole. Welcome back. It's still very, very bright here. All right. I can actually bring a lot off here too. Being careful erasing here, because again, I'm trying to keep all my tones from my original work. If you erase too hard, you lose all that work that I was doing to establish. So I don't have to keep the consistency while I'm drawing day to day. I already have that all down. I'm just going over it. I'm going over it carefully to not undo any of what I already did. Because now we're focusing on details. This one is lighter here. What's up, Broom Stash? But when I kept going over it and over it and over it, how you doing, Miss Highly Favored? There was a reason I was doing that. I was getting rid of all that hard work up front. So now I can just add in what I'm doing now, and then you guys can start seeing it now. Leave the light on the forehead. Yeah, this is going to stay. It might get a little bit lighter here, actually. We'll see. Let's see. So everything I'm doing now is to establish my new details. But I still want to keep that undertone. All those undervalues I need to keep. I'm avoiding messing with any of that stuff. Because now it's a completely different, like I said, style than I did last time. So my dark starts here. So the last two lives, people were thinking I was crazy, but now you guys are going to be able to actually see the work, why I was doing what I was doing. Makes all this part easier. With graphite, this is just the easiest way that I learned to work. She's very good and creative. Awesome. Keep her. Don't let her stop. Don't let her be like me and then be spotty with it going off and on. And keep her on it. Give her stuff to draw. Or just always follow up with it. Let's say it that way, because you can't really force somebody to draw. They have to want to do it. What's up, true to the game? But what you can do is encourage them and compliment their old stuff and keep them involved, keep them liking it. Or not liking it, but keep them doing it. Keep this sharp just so I don't lose that when I scrub. All right. Go above. Thank you guys so much. Just keep hitting like as you guys come in or before you leave. I appreciate it. We're at 1900. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's hard getting likes the last two because literally all I was doing was it all looked like this. So nobody really knew what I was doing. But now as you guys see it, um, it's easier to like and understand. Oh, my wife sews. That is a very creative process. But yeah, you never know which direction the artistic, um, you never know which way it's gonna go. So that's pretty cool. She'll discover what she likes to do most. We're creating layers here, or we already created the layers, but we're bringing out what we want to bring out. Thank you, Broomstash. Appreciate that. Need to get rid of some more of this here. It's too dark. All this needs to be lighter. All this needs to be lighter. This is too big of a slope, but I'll fix it. This comes up like this. These are actually lashes. I was getting thrown off by the shape when it was actually lashes. We don't need the details of that. I just need to highlight it, so I don't lose that. And then here is good so far. Switch to HB. No, that's too dark. HB is just the lighter shades. You can do stuff like this and not lose your darks. I'm gonna need a little bit more in here. We'll see. This comes down. I have some this way. Come up a little bit more with this. Okay. What up, Ralphie? How you doing? Thank you guys so much for hitting like. I appreciate that. So Actually, now I got to bring this light over here by the eyelashes. That's probably going to move this stuff in. Because I haven't done any shape here, it allows me to play with this more and make mistakes and clean them up. A little light there, a little light. All right. Definitely bring the eyebrows more over or further this way. Let me bring this out too. I'm gonna leave that for now and start moving over a little bit. We already have this established, so this is actually going to be over. Nah, we have a line like this. Let me use my kneaded eraser instead of the. I don't want to accidentally press too hard. Let's use this one. This came from here. Hmm. Sorry, I'm just looking. Trying to keep that shadow because it's very defined in the in the reference. It's very defined. You have to come up a little bit with this eye. That's too far. It's got to start here. Start right about here. All right. Feels a little high. Have to bring it down more. Clean up some of this now. Get rid of a lot of actually needed erasers. I'm gonna actually break this pencil in half. Sorry for the noise. I'm gonna break this eraser in half so I can just put the needed part on my finger. It's a little easier. Get rid of some of that. I'm just gonna put it on my finger like this so that I can erase this way instead of feeling like I'm drawing. This is more like when I use pastels, I like to use my fingers instead of the bricks. This is how I use it. There's one part here that I got to get rid of. This is really harsh. I don't know what happened, why I dug in so hard here, but I got to get rid of that if I can. I don't know if you guys can see that. But I dug in at some point with a pencil. Yeah, that's not that bad. It's still not perfect, but I got rid of it. It was really like almost like I dropped the pencil. I don't remember dropping a pencil though, but it hit the paper pretty harsh. Come up to here with this now. This is the beauty of the kneaded eraser. It doesn't hit too harsh, and you can literally form it how you want and use it the way I'm using it. How you doing, Miss Sharon? Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you could hit like on your way in. That would be very generous of you. Smooth that out. It's a little too bright. Dull that down a little bit. Good. We're good on this side. And just like what I was doing with the charcoal, you can always use your stumps also. They'll always come in handy. These things are amazing. These are always going to help. I try not to use them too much in open areas like this because they can cause, they can mess with the values that I already have from the erasing. Yeah, I'm not going to use it. I already see it. It's a little harsh. It's a little harsh, so you got to be careful with them. With graphite, with charcoal, you can use them all day. Graphite, you just got to be a little bit more careful. Um, So let's see if this is light enough. Trying to get away. I'm trying to get rid of some of the choppiness that's the one problem with the kneaded eraser. It creates like some little blotches. It almost looks like spots. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Got a big old heart. Show it on the screen. Oh, that was a gift. Thank you. Thank you. I thought that was some kind of like you know how you can do some of them emojis on the iPad or on the iPhone. But that was actually a gift. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. So we're smoothed out a little bit. I'm liking where we are so far. I'm gonna wait on this eye. I'm not gonna put any detail here yet. I'm gonna need when I'm done today, I'm gonna step far back and make sure that this is good before I start putting details over there. I don't wanna get it all detailed in and then have to go back in. What's up, Fox? What's up, Angel Savvy? Okay, this is good. I'm good with this. Oh, it's over here. Thank you for following. I appreciate that. You guys can all hit. Oh, wow. Thank you guys so much. We're over 2,400 likes. I guess we can start formulating where the noses go. I don't want to do the nose yet. For the same reason I don't want to do that eye. This is good. This is lined up. Let's do here. I want to be careful before I put in details because I did a lot of work laying out those lights and darks. I don't want to have to do a lot of erasing when I get to that section. Okay, that's good. I'll just get it a roundabout where it's going to go. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to lift this up a little bit. And until I'm able to step back like 5-10 feet, I don't want to get too much into that. So we can actually go here though. Up higher. Right here. Unlike the drawing of my father, I can actually do the ears on this one because there's actual ears on this reference. It's not a blur. We're going to come into about here. Hello, Nova. This one's going to come down to about here. This is not going to stay a harsh line. Just doing that for now. There's an earring on here. I'll focus on the details of that later. When I'm sure of where it's going to be positioned, I'll focus on that detail. I'm not worried about that right now. So they can smooth that out. And fill this in. Now that I got that. These I can fake for now. It's braids. So I'm just getting positioning because I may most likely be changing some of the positioning. So I'm just faking where they're going to go. Even though it does look pretty accurate as to where they're going to go, but all right. What's up, Bubba? She has very high cheekbones, so it's going to come down like this. I'm just trying to see. Or I'm not trying to see. I'm trying to judge. I can actually try to get rid of all of this. Yeah, that's better. Just in case, what's up? Thank you so much. Kay, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. So all down here is going to be next live. All this. Then when I'm able to step back, I'm going to look at this and then I'll determine if I want to start doing eyes in here. But for now, this is where it's going to be. You know, I'm going to define this a little bit more. What up, Lou? Cheryl, Vicky, how you doing? Come up Thanks for the follow, just in case. Appreciate that, man. A little bit here. There's a not harsh, but kind of harsh line. Oh, Lou, I found the guy you were talking about. He had like a big brush. The charcoal guy you were saying you sent me, who starts with like a blob. I found the one that you had sent. I think that's the one you were talking about. Where he just took this and he swirled around the brushes, and that was an interesting style. What's up, Donna S? Yeah, I liked it. I watched it again. I like what he was doing. But I was telling my wife, if I ever did something like that, I would have to put like some plastic down on the floor because we got carpet up here. That would be a mess. Definitely can't do something like that. This is graphite, so this is I don't have to worry about that. Even with regular charcoal, but yeah, it's like he had a whole cup of charcoal and just smeared it everywhere. I'm like, oh man, that would be a mess. But it looks fun. That might be something I think about when I start a different one. But I've always preferred drawing women with graphite, just because it's lighter. It won't get as dark. Even when it looked dark the other day, it really isn't. It's still all tones of gray. There's no real black. Unless I use like a paint marker. Keep drawing, just in case. Keep drawing. That's the only way to get better is repetition. Just like anything else, sports, anything, repetition. Speaking, fighting, all of it. Anything you're doing, repetition will do it. That's the only way, really. Even when you're really good at something, if you don't get the reps in, you'll start falling off. Stand-up comedy, like literally everything that you apply yourself to, you need reps. Sharp here. Even when you don't want to, just in case, don't stop. Don't be like me. I would take years off and come back, and then take years off and come back. And it's not like you lose the ability, but you make mistakes that you wouldn't normally make. Oh, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to dull this stuff. This is way too dark. I showed my wife, and I was like, I got to get rid of that. She didn't see it, but this is all way too dark right here. Oh, Lou draws every day. I can't do that. I don't know if yeah, that's dedication right there. Because if I did it for a profession, I would. But I get bored is not the right word. I not always inspired, put it that way. I don't want to draw just to draw, but sometimes that's when you'll come up with some really good stuff. Get rid of some of this. Yeah, when I stood back the other day, I noticed how dark this part was here, and I was like, no. Definitely got to lighten this up. The with graphite, I won't say with any, but putting in the tones first allows for so much more flexibility. I needed erasers falling apart here. Still dark here. I don't like how dark this is. And one thing I do when I start getting into the details, I don't change my process with graphite versus the charcoal that I did last time. I'll still be going with the flow of the skin, whatever the way it is. So when I'm using my pencils as I'm doing details, you'll notice I'm doing this. You'll notice I'm doing this. You'll notice I'm doing this. I'm going with the flow that the skin would go. It just gives you better. If you're gonna see any lines, that helps with the direction. Like when I did my father's lips on the last one, and I was doing like this, I was going with the flow that the skin goes over. So it really helps with it gives the effect. I'm not there yet on this drawing, but I will be getting there very soon. Shoot, I might only have like 2 more with this drawing. Just trying to get rid of all this darkness down here. A little much. That's better. Much better. I'm at 57, 58 minutes, so I gotta stop because TikTok only allows an hour. But I won't keep going after I'm done. So you guys, we'll pick up right where we left off. Normally it's Tuesday and Thursday, but I'm going to be doing Friday because I got something to do tomorrow. But we'll pick up right where we left off. Yeah, that's where we're at for the day. So hopefully you guys can see it lightening up over here. It doesn't look like a scary skeleton. I told you it was it only looked that way because you only saw the darks. You couldn't see any lines or anything like that. So I appreciate everyone for coming in. I appreciate the gift. I appreciate all the likes. Almost 3,000 likes. Phenomenal, man. That is really cool. And I appreciate all the support. Sorry, phone went off. Appreciate all the support. Thank you guys so much. That is awesome. Thank you for the gifts and the heart. I don't know how you did that, but that's awesome. See you later, TikTok. And then YouTube, I appreciate you guys. You said I can see clear now. Yeah. So it looked skeletal, and I understand why, because that's just what that's what we're laying out. We're laying out it's essentially putting something over a skeleton. Um, but yeah, so once I start with this eye, I'm waiting, like I said, because I gotta get back like 10 feet. Just look at it, make sure this eye is right. It doesn't feel right, so I didn't want to start doing any detail. I only did the shading so far, so I haven't got to do any pupil work or anything like that. Pencils way for me. It's more fun to do stuff like that. So thank you guys so much on YouTube. TikTok is already gone. I appreciate. Oh man, I had over 3,000. TikTok is awesome. YouTube is awesome too. All right, man. All right, Lou. Not worth it. Thank you so much. Highly favored. Miss Rachel Banks. I appreciate all you guys. And I messed up the other day and did not recognize the Cash App that I got. So I want to make sure I don't do that again. Okay, I did not. Miss Letitia's donated during one of these. Miss Rachel has. I appreciate you guys so much. So I'll try to never make that mistake again. So I just leave it open now. So appreciate you all. Thank you. And